Hey guys, I'm Lindsay and it's time for another Toolbelt. Hope you caught the Christmas spirit, otherwise this episode is gonna be a teensy bit annoying. Well, today's show is all about Christmas, obviously. Yay! For newcomers, the Toolbelt is a ministry resource podcast from the Ministry Toolkit. And the Ministry Toolkit is, again for newcomers, a growing website for ministry resources. It was created by the Salvation Army, but it's free for anyone to use. Thanks everyone who submitted photos for our Christmas tree. There's still time to send in your ornaments to help decorate. It doesn't take that long, I promise. Just send in your pics via Facebook, email, or Twitter. We've got 2 more episodes to feature the tree in, so it'll definitely be worth the investment. And now down to Christmas business. If I were to have a theme for this episode, other than Christmas, it would be gifts. And I'll start the topic off by talking about the anti-gifts. Advent conspiracy is all about buying less stuff for the people in your life and spending more time together with them instead. The other catch of the Advent conspiracy is about using some of the money you would have spent on gifts and donating it to a cause to bring the rest of the world clean water. It's a pretty neat idea, and I've sold my family on it, so I'm excited to see how that will turn out in real life. So that's Advent conspiracy. And then there's alternative ideas for gift giving. Nate Irvine outlined several of these ideas on the Metro Youth Network blog in his November 14th post. Check out that entry for the links to the gift ideas and get started. Just to highlight a few alternative gift giving ideas myself, 2 of which are also on the Metro Youth Network blog, I'll start off with a gift catalog from World Vision. Why buy your mom a necklace she won't like when you can buy her a goat instead? A goat that will help bring food and income to a family in need. Okay, so maybe you don't want to buy your parents farm animals for Christmas, but World Vision has a lot of great gift ideas this year. Go to www.worldvision.org, click on the Ways to Give tab to see what's out there. Second to highlight is Sally Ann. It's another great way to give gifts this Christmas season. Sally Ann is a fair trade program from the Salvation Army, meaning all of the gifts are created by men and women who earn fair wages for their goods. The Salvation Army has an online shop for these items, and I've got to say they are very well made. I got this scarf 6 years ago from Sally Ann, and it's still as beautiful as ever, and it keeps me warm every winter. These ornaments are also from Sally Ann. Finally, for alternative gift ideas, we have the cool company Tom's 1 for 1. You may know them best for their footwear, but this year they've also ventured into eyewear. Let's be honest, Tom's shoes and sunglasses are just plain cool to wear, period. But what's even cooler is when you buy a pair of shoes, a kid in need also gets a pair of shoes. You know, shoes they can't, for instance, go to school or get an education without. But with the Tom's eyewear line, what you buy with those sunglasses is eyesight for a person in need in a developing country. It's pretty sweet, so consider Tom's shoes and glasses for the cool but conscious person in your life. Go to toms.com to read more about it. These gift ideas aren't just for individuals. If you're a youth pastor, Sunday school teacher, or just looking for gifts for coworkers, seriously think about giving these kinds of gifts this year. I mean, if you're gonna spend the money anyway, might as well spend it on gifts that could actually change the world, right? Am I right? I'm right. I know I am. The Ministry Toolkit, sponsor of this little podcast, doesn't have gifts like that per se, but you might find our graphics and devotional resources for the Christmas season quite helpful to your ministry. And don't forget to head over to Core Resources for their Advent materials. You should already be using them. Rockstar moments for today. First up, we have Patrick Jones, who has already been mentioned, but he's totally worth a second look. He was the first to respond to my plea for submissions for ornaments for the tree, and he actually sent in a picture of a tree to decorate the tree, so that's pretty cool. If you remember back to episode 2, he won the contest to name the show. Well, by default, but it's still exciting. And he asked that his prize graphics be based on either the prodigal son or parables, and our designers did both. Here are the graphics that Patrick won. They are now on MTK and ready for all to download. Thanks, Patrick, for sharing your prize. Next we have at Miss, I'm gonna just call her Miss Jamal. Judy was the first to connect with MTK on all platforms. That would be Twitter, Facebook, and YouTube. So thank you, Judy, for all of your support. Final rock star for today goes to Carrie Labatt. I usually like to recognize the first people who do things, and she was the first to send in a link for the show. She sent in a link to the site Rethinking Youth Ministry. It's a blog full of great articles and teen devotionals, so you should definitely check that out. All right, that's completely it for the Christmas gift edition of the Toolbelt. Join us in 2 weeks' time for another episode. In the meantime, connect with us on Facebook, Twitter, or via email. Also, we need your help. We want 400 Twitter followers by the end of the year, so please retweet this, get the word out, and even show us some Follow Friday love if you can. And on Facebook, we want to be up to 200 likes by the end of the year, so if you could tell your friends who are in ministry to like the page, that would be so awesome. Don't forget to send in your pictures to help decorate the tree, and we'll see you in 2 weeks. As I said, happy December.
How you doing?